if you've not tuned in for a while, here's what the haps is, no pun intended, is that we are just talking because must be God's will, because God let a tweaker steal all my beat making devices out of my car. That must have been such a great night for those tweakers. They go into a car, they find not only an iPhone 11 Pro, but a fucking iPad too. Merry Christmas, you filthy animals. Well, it is Saturday in the park. I think it was the 4th of July. No, it's like the 27th of August. Quite a ways away from the 4th of July. How's everyone doing? Yeah. Paul A.T., what's up? Bob, K-Molly, hi, thank you. This better. Hello. Oh, come on. I need a new phone thing. Obviously, this one don't work no more for some odd reason. And then, I was just gonna say, and then when I click it into place, it fucking blacks out the screen on me. Kill me. Cancel, clear, delete. Don't kill me. Please. Hanging in there? Y'all getting sick of this nightmare world yet? This is bullshit. This mask shit is bullshit, and we're all just letting it happen. But that's the problem, y'all. We've all been raised, especially you poor men, you poor emasculated males, have been called rapists from kindergarten on, and so now everyone is a bit feminazed, you know? Everyone's a little bit effeminized. Sorry about what? Oh, I'm sorry that everyone bought it, you know? Women aren't real. Women are like the... Never mind. I don't want to, but I'm sorry. All the same, I'm sorry you guys have had to put up with it. Women are these empowered evil eagles of hell torture. And we're all telling you guys that everything is your fucking fault, and it's not, okay? It's our fault. We did it. We ate the fruit. Fuck you! Fucking shit! Gosh dang it! I'm so fucking sick of this. Cancel. Ugh, my effing. Hey, hold on, I've got to... Oh, hold on as I veer off the road and die. How's this? This works for me. Because you know what? My phone's not going to fall. So, we did it, and I'm sorry, you know? We did it, I'm sorry about that. It's women's fault, and I think it takes a big woman to admit that it's all gone wrong and it's all my fault. Our fault. And so, now here we are. I am careful, bro. Don't tell me to be careful. Has anyone ever said to someone else, be careful? And it did something like, oh shit, I was being reckless. I guess I'll reel it in now. Has it ever worked? Also, has the phrase, calm down, ever once calmed anyone down? Dude, Rockin' Bob, shut up. I don't know when or why some of you guys start fucking being rascals on this show. It's just like, don't do weird stuff. You know, just be in the moment. Right here in the moment, let's assess what's going on here. Hold on. I'm about to drive past the good old concentration camp. Here it is. Gonna be pretty soon. Can you see through the tree? You can see the forest through the trees. So don't get me wrong. It's not that I'm knocking, it's just that I don't want to go to concentration camp. Maybe you do though. Some of you must. Some of you are acting like you do want to go to concentration camp. That's the... Okay, so what they say that is the a new reservoir. But I've said this a million times, forgive me, people like Paul A.T. who have been watching me for so many years. That's where the sea camp's going to be. Also right here, by the way, Travel Town Museum. This is right where they took the Japanese prisoners of war in World War II or whatever. And everything having to do with this World War III that we're just cracking off has to do with plumbing. You know what I'm saying? It has to do with plumbing. Hundreds of Walmart stores were closed down after a little while. And it's all because of plumbing problems. Like all over America, though. Meanwhile, never registering with the city for plumbing repairs. These places emptied out their stock and fenced in their yards with inward-facing barbed wire and have been sitting empty, as if they're just gonna sit empty until they need max vaccination sites to force vaccines on people, to concentrate people. I don't know what Chinatown was about because I don't watch movies, so I couldn't tell you. Prisons, freestanding places to imprison people. You know? Let's go back to January 6th when we didn't or did, in some alt universe, experience Ariel Pink's haunted insurrection down at the Washington, D.C. To me, I saw no proof of an insurrection whatsoever. In rare form, I was watching live YouTube videos which showed just a bunch of people milling about. But maybe the guy who works at Kid Rock's steak restaurant or whatever, who's an actor who is dressed like the fucking shaman or whatever, maybe that was legitimate. I don't think it was, personally. But anyway, so there was a staged insurrection in Washington, D.C. on January 6th. A couple days later, they passed the Domestic Terrorist Act, a 22,000-page act in Congress that makes it so if you are deemed an American domestic terrorist, don't front on me, bitch. All day long, cars just want to crash me. So, and somehow they whipped this up in like 48 hours, tens of thousands of pages. They work fast, or this is all planned for many decades in advance. In either case, from now on, if you have ever been to one insurrection, one BLM protest, one George Floyd event, one is the loneliest number that you'll ever do. You're a domestic terrorist, bitch. Congrats. If you've ever done any of that shit, if you've ever been to a protest anywhere for anything at any time, if you were ever protesting, you know, the tranny thing that was happening down at the Wee Spa, where they let a trans woman in, which is biologically a woman who has a huge dangle-dong penis and balls in front of little kids, and people started to protest. If you did that, you're a domestic terrorist. So what's it mean when you're a domestic terrorist? If you've ever defended yourself in court, you're a domestic terrorist. If you've ever pulled any sovereign citizen rule stuff, you're a domestic terrorist. If you tell the truth on social media, you're a domestic terrorist. You're a domestic terrorist. Indefinitely, without trial, indefinitely, forever. Because you're a domestic terrorist. And to me, that sounds like sea camps, guillotines, and all that. All the good stuff. It does sound troublesome, doesn't it? It is troublesome. Here in America, we used to have something called the Constitution. Now we don't really have the Constitution, so I don't know how exact that works. We've been losing one at a time, different amendment rights, right? They create a situation like January 6th insurrection, in which they create a solution to their own created thing, and now you've just lost some of your inalienable rights as an American citizen. So, and what can we do about it? Nothing. As far as I can tell. And all this hype is stop consenting, stop wearing the mask, stop buying into this pandemic. I get that people really do get sick and die from COVID and Delta COVID and whatever, yada da da. But as soon as people get sick and die of shit all of the time, this is making it worse. They're suggesting to us that we do these diabolical things that are actually the anti-healthful things, like vaccines. Why don't they ever talk about what we should eat? Why don't they ever talk about how to have a healthy immune system? Because I don't think this is about COVID, bitches. I don't think it's ever been about COVID. COVID was created so that they could put out a vaccine. If it weren't, how the fuck did people know about this so long ago? This is exactly what they laid out. Anyone who's been at all into conspiracy theory, no longer theory, by the way, would have stumbled upon this plot years ago, as far back as late 90s, maybe earlier. I'm just going off in my life experience, as far back as people had heard about it, which is a VHS cassette in 1999. It's not your turn, is it? No, it's not your turn. You're at a stop sign. I'm in a go sign. Where did I find this info? I found this info back on YouTube when it was free, before the fucking drone bots and the Billy Gates police started to police false information that kills. Theirs is a false information that kills, motherfuckers. If this info was false, why do they need to silence it? If somebody calls me fat, I laugh in their face because I know it's not true. I put no stock in what they're saying. But that's not what's happening here. Oh shit, what's going on here? What's going on here, you faggot? Sorry, I mean that in the 90s sense. Well, I guess I'm going to park here because that guy is an asshole. And I don't know what he was just doing. That was so insane. He looked at me in my eyes as if to say, I don't know what just happened. I feel like I was just possessed by demons. And he was. This is a spiritual war, folks, and I just hope everyone remembers that. It really is. The way things are now is so fucked. It's really fucked. It was a vaccine, zombie. It's like, and if anybody gets mad at me for saying that word, shut up. Who cares? Honestly, words aren't violence. Stand in front of me and let me yell at you about hitting you with a hammer, and then let me hit you with a hammer. Tell me which one is real violence. This cock society we live in now is not good. My favorite instrument is to play the drums. Thanks for asking. I'm going to get out of here before some zombie eats my face. But remember, you guys, keep on that spiritual armor of God. Stay in your heart. Stay centered in love. That's the only way that we can survive. And practice telling the truth every day, nonstop, all the time. Remember, what we focus on expands and grows. We get more of it. So go in the world, spread love, and not your butt cheeks. See you next time.